Top Billing is a lesson for the struggling artists in the world. Show business is a real death trap. Directed by Todd Holland, written by Miles Berkowitz, and shot by Levi Isaacs. Based on a story from the Vault of Horror number 39. Don't let this dreadful drama give you stage fright. Let's break a leg. And some necks. Actor Barry Bly is desperate for the role of a serial killer, but the casting director is less than impressed by his murderous prowess. Barry is just another face in the crowd. On his way out, he finds a casting notice for a production of Hamlet, as well as rival actor Wynton Robbins, who tries to offer some advice.
Haven't you got it yet? This business doesn't have anything to do with acting.
All right, just get away from me, right?
When are you going to learn an actor is one who acts, not one who collects unemployment?
Just get away!
You just spend a little less money on classes and more on some decent clothes and maybe some blue contact lenses. You might work for a change.
Barry's agent won't even try to get him the part of Hamlet. In fact, she won't be getting him any parts. She drops him. His acting talent doesn't matter if he doesn't have a good face to go with it. The bad luck keeps piling on top of poor Barry, as his girlfriend leaves him for another man.
We could still be friends.
Plus, his landlord evicts him. Barry goes searching for the theater where Hamlet will be performed. He runs into a familiar face outside. Robbins is there to prove that you always need a good face to land a part, but Barry believes Hamlet is for real actors. The door opens and the two meet the eccentric prop master, who invites them in for an audition. The comic is just as eager to break into show business. Struggling and starving actors Bly, Nash, and Wynton barge into a dress rehearsal of Shakespeare's Hamlet, all hoping to land a gig from the director. Suddenly, the play's lead throws a fit, shouting about a missing prop. The director is furious at the prop master. Feeling lucky, Wynton decides he is going to brave the director's temper and ask for a part in the play. His courage pays off as he's offered a key role in a pivotal scene. Only a small part, but one that needs to be filled. Hamlet's rehearsal is in full swing, and the director isn't happy with the lead's performance. He's having trouble kissing a plastic skull. The director takes his anger out on the prop master and a poor actor who doesn't have any lines.
They've lost another one! Where are my props?
Yes, your bloatedness. Searching, 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 searching.
What are you doing? You're an actor! I command you to act!
I don't have any lines.
That's no excuse!
Barry and Robbins stand by, watching. Barry steps forward, announcing he is there to audition for the role of Hamlet. The director clears the stage and demands that Barry and Robbins see him in his office. The director gives the two a rousing speech about how he is out to give the world the most realistic rendition of Hamlet ever.
I want to bring to the stage a Hamlet that will look and feel and be so real that the people will stumble from their seats, tumble from the theater, their minds reeling, and retch their guts up on the curb.
Yeah. It's all yours, Barry. Break a leg. Break both.
Robbins wants none of this, but he has the exact look the director wants. He's got the part, to Barry's dismay.
The part is yours.
What? What?
I said, young man, the part is yours.
I thought you were leaving.
Not anymore. I'm Hamlet.
But you didn't even read him. You don't even know if he can read.
Nash and Bly are shocked by Wynton's casting, definitely jealous. Bly is a little too jealous, as he sneaks a sash weight into Wynton's dressing room. Bly takes his chance and bashes Wynton's head in, killing him. Nash shows concern that Wynton may lose his role if he doesn't show up on stage soon. But the sly Bly covers up the murder, claiming dear departed Wynton has actually come down with cold feet and left acting altogether. Now there is an empty part. Nash and Bly agree to let the director decide who gets it. Barry follows Robbins to his dressing room with the intention of strangling his rival to death. But he has more of a conscience than his comic book counterpart. He can't go through with it. But Robbins just can't stop giving Barry a lecture.
I mean, this isn't about art. It's about commerce. It's about people standing in line and buying tickets. It's about product. If you invested half as much energy into the business side of things as you do in maintaining that stupid, struggling artiste crap. What the hell?
Why? Are you out of your fucking mind? Rat! It's dead for a second! That's Hamlet! Shithead! That's reaching for! Hamlet! I'm not Hamlet!
You can say that again.
Barry hides the body and hears a phone ringing in a nearby office. Too bad he misses all the blood smeared on the door. As the director demands his prop for the gravedigger scene, Barry informs him that Wynton Robbins has left the building. Barry offers himself for the part, but his look is all wrong. But the director is willing to change his vision ever so slightly. His production of Hamlet is saved, and the prop master shows Barry to his dressing room. Nash and Bly stand by and watch the on-set drama. The prop master scrambling, the lead actor pouting, the director yelling, all this over a prop that someone keeps stealing. Nash is put off by the director's demeanor, but Bly isn't afraid of him. The director spots the two eager actors. Bly attempts to compel him with his knowledge of Hamlet, but the director looks right past him and proclaims that Nash is clearly made for the part. Bly feels cheated. He meets Nash in his dressing room. Nash only gets a few fearful words out before Bly strangles him to death. Now that both his rivals are out of the way, surely the part belongs to Bly. Frustrated that his actors keep disappearing, the director finally offers Bly the part. Bly excitedly races up to the dressing room. He walks in on a disturbed old man carrying a large sack. The old man goads Bly into looking inside the bag. To Bly's horror, it's a collection of severed heads. It's time for Barry's big break, but he hasn't gone through rehearsal yet. He must rehearse if he is going to play Hamlet, and this is when the news is broken to him. Barry Bly is not playing Hamlet.
Did you tag the costumes as I instructed?
Yes, your vastness. Wait, I spy.
Well, if I'm not playing Hamlet, what role am I playing? Yorick? Yorick's been dead 23 years before the play starts.
We've had a hell of a time casting the part.
Someone keeps stealing the skull.
Barry runs for his life, and to his horror finds a dead security guard wearing a uniform for a home for the criminally insane. The director and his cast and crew catch up to Barry. The show must go on. It turns out Barry Bly had the right look after all. Once awakened from the shock, Bly sees that he is alone in the room. He opens the window for some air, and his heart sinks as he gets a good look at the entrance to the building he's in. The director and lead actor appear behind him, ready for Bly's debut. Nervously, Bly inquires about his role. He is to perform during Hamlet's famous monologue when he holds up the skull, and Bly gets to play the skull in the production of Hamlet at the Insane Asylum for Actors. If you're going to pack a tale from the crypt with stars and character actors, this is the episode to do it. John Lovitz, Bruce Boxleitner, John Astin, Louise Fletcher, Kimmy Robertson, Paul Benedict, and Sandra Bernhard all add something to the mix, even if some of them are only in one scene. The comics version of the story is a little repetitive. A jealous actor kills one rival, then the other, but the final twist of fate is one of my favorite endings we've seen so far. I was so happy the show kept that final reveal, but also fleshed out Bly's struggles and rivalry. Plus, drawing out the horror at the end, rather than ending at the punchline, makes us feel the futility in Barry's pursuit for artistic integrity. I'm sure everybody trying to make a living in a creative field, myself included, can relate to this savage spiral. Let's give this performance a standing ovation.
Your friend looked much more the part. But don't worry. It's showtime!